Come with me as I dye these cargo pants for my updated Hakari Kinji cosplay. If you're looking for a quick how-to dyeing video, this video is not for you, because I'm going to go over all the details. Also, minor spoiler warning, I won't be giving away any major plot points, but I will be discussing outfit updates and showing some relevant images. As a recap, my original cosplay used some old gray dress pants that I got for work, but I realized they were a bit too baggy around my legs and a bit too long, so I never wore them. Until I realized that they were pretty solid for this cosplay. And since we didn't know what his color palette was for a long time, gray just seemed like a good fit. But now that we have an updated color palette, I found some new pants. And I think people don't realize that cosplay is as easy or as complex as you make it. And I tend to make it overly complicated and detailed. I've gotten a lot of feedback saying just get some cargo pants. Like it's a very easy thing to do, but I knew that any pair of cargo pants wouldn't work. I was really picky. So on and off for about 2 or 3 months, I searched for cargo pants that had an umber color, were cargo but not too rugged like you're hiking, potentially jogger style, and baggy. And after I find something that fits all of those requirements, are they flexible enough to withstand an axe kick? Can they handle crouching, jumping? Even though I'm not as talented and as flexible as I used to be, I still use a lot of martial arts in my cosplays, so the materials I use need to be able to hold up to that. And then I found the perfect pair at H&M. But they were either this color or some sort of dark brown chocolate tone, which is where the dye comes in. I used Rit All Purpose dye in the instructions for jeans, since jeans are mostly cotton and these pants were 98% cotton. I also chose to go with a burnt orange combination. This was my first time ever dyeing clothes, so I had a lot of anxiety. I wasn't really sure how well the dye worked, but I assumed that 1, since my pants were so light, the color should show up pretty nicely, and 2, I should probably choose a color that's more vibrant and orange than the color that I'm going for, to account for the base color of my pants and lightening once it's washed. So I didn't choose the exact color of the end goal on purpose. So we have Rit All Purpose liquid dye in the colors of green apple, tangerine, and sunshine orange, as well as the Rit Color Stay dye fixative. We have our measuring spoons, measuring cups, and metal spoon for mixing, gloves and paper towels, dish detergent and salt, and a giant plastic container. The size smaller than this was way too small, so I settled for 64 quarts and I just doubled my ingredients to make sure that the pants would be fully submerged, stirred really well, and accounted for any ballooning that happened. First I added the hot water, getting as close to 140 degrees Fahrenheit as possible, but don't be like me and get water from upstairs, because then you'll realize that it's 80 pounds of water that you have to awkwardly deadlift and then slosh around, and then you get it all over your pants. Then I added 2 cups of salt. The salt breaks into sodium and chloride ions, helping the dye bind to the fabric more efficiently. Then I added 2 teaspoons of dish soap. Dish soap is a surfactant, and when a surfactant is added to a liquid, the surfactant will decrease the liquid's surface tension. Translation: water becomes wetter and more spreadable, which means your pants will get soaked better, which means the dye will be able to penetrate the fibers more consistently. Basically, you have less splotchiness and a more even color. Mix, mix, mix. Oh, and don't forget to wet and squeeze out your pants right before. From here I gave the dye a good shake and added 2 tablespoons of sunshine orange, 2 cups of tangerine, and 2 cups of green apple. Give that a mix. I did a patch test with a paper towel, which was almost useless, but it looked super orange, so I dumped the rest of the green apple in. And to be honest, at that point I thought I was doomed. But regardless, I added the pants and stirred for 10 minutes straight, which sucks, by the way. It's very tiring. The pants looked super dark and orange. I panicked, added more water, and then I let it sit for 20 minutes. And at this point I was freaking out because I knew that when they were wet, the pants would appear really dark and they would get lighter when I washed them, but they just seemed way too dark and way too orange. But what was I gonna do? It's too late at this point. So I emptied the water, then I filled it back up with more hot water, this time forgetting to read the instructions, and accidentally adding 2 cups of the Rit Color Stay dye fixative. I think that was too much, but again, what was I gonna do? And apparently this stuff locks in color and prevents bleeding. And after that I rinsed, and rinsed, and rinsed. You're supposed to rinse your pants until the water runs clear, but honestly that never happened, especially because I'm really diligent. But eventually I just gave up and put them in the washer, and I was scared because the color looked way off. I should have taken pictures though, because as I checked the dryer like 4 times, each time the pants magically got closer and closer to the proper color. Until, drumroll, this is the final product. And honestly, I did that. I have been avoiding dyeing things for months, so it's such a relief to finally try it, and then on top of that, be successful. There are some areas that didn't dye as evenly, mainly on the backside, but honestly, I cannot complain. And shockingly, the inside was pretty darn spotless, so maybe I should turn them inside out next time. My only guess is that the inside is more likely to be in constant contact with water, but who who knows. So now all I need is new earrings, new shoes, and maybe to wait 1 or 2 more months for my hair to grow out so that way I can cut it and get it recolored. And yes, my hair is the main reason as to why I have not cosplayed Hakari since forever ago, unless it's with older footage. Hair takes time to grow, but that's all a part of the plan. So despite people pestering me every single week saying that my hair color is wrong, my pants are wrong, my shoes are wrong, hair takes time to grow. Things take time to do. Let me cook. Give me time. Give me the patience that you give Gege. Except, I don't know, maybe that's asking for a bit much, but still. But if you want to help me finish this cosplay, please check out my Throne account, link in my beacons. I have a crowdfunding to help offset all of the costs for this cosplay. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope this was super informative, and I'm looking forward to revamping this cosplay.